Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Life Makeover review video. Today we're going to be having a look at the upcoming 5-star banner. This is just announced on the Chinese server and was probably going to be what we're going to get next on the global as well. So without further ado, let's have a closer look. Let's start off with the cinematic trail that they always have. As you can see, there's a pirate ship. On my 2025 bingo list, I had for Life Makeover to get either a cowboy or a pirate set, so we can take that one off. I know we just had bingo last weekend, but I want to keep it going because I feel like 12-hour stream somewhere this year would be nice. The other set, I don't know for sure yet. I haven't really seen it, so I haven't looked close up. Okay, I got spoiled, but I didn't really look close up. Of course it says Vanna on the boat. Please, girl. I think pirates and cowboys are like my favorite like dress up things. They're just so like cool. Different, I think that's what it is. Fighting the Kraken. Necklace has the details on it. Oh, I wonder if the... what do you even call that in English? The little thing to zoom in with. Ooh, she got the sleeves. Is it her reminiscing on herself? She touched it and she got like a flashback, but there...
Sweetie.
English?
I can't wait to start a new adventure.
It's in English? That's the biggest surprise. What? That is such a cool plot. So the other 5-star is like the treasure. She's like the boat's treasure. What? Okay, I didn't know that. That makes it a lot cooler. Wow. So I do I know that is that normally they have mermaids and stuff on the front of the boat, and it wasn't like a good luck charm or something like that. Alright, we're doing a little deep dive here before I even read anything else. Yeah, there's a superstition that they would get better protection if they did, and it's often a woman because the ship is referred to as a she. Okay, interesting. So she's like the ship front side, and then she's the pirate. Alright, I tried to decipher the poorly translated Chinese here, but it seems to be that the pirate like lured her back onto the ship, and by doing that, creating a perfect loophole so they can be stuck on the ship together here. Welcome to the ship of spirit of my eternal voyage, what would chase forever, chase eternity. So I guess they're like together forever on the ship is what I'm getting from this. So let's go into our first reveal trailer for the, or like the close-up trailer for the pirate set and see what we think of this. Because if I'm honest, okay, I was really excited when I heard it, and then I saw it, and then my first impressions weren't like the most exciting. I think I do like the skirt in the front and the sleeves. And I think the hat too a little bit, but I don't think I love the embellishments on there. Like the one on the front. The anchor is pretty cool, but I think the hair is also pretty neat. But I have to look at this like objectively if you use the pieces separately. That's pretty cool, the animation. Alright, that was it. That was it. Alright, let's have a look at some pictures. Alright, I don't know if this is supposed to be poetic or something like that, but if you translate this, right, if you really cut open my chest, you will find that it's full of fossils of your name. That's low-key kind of romantic. Low-key. So this is our 5-star. It is a pirate altogether. We got the hat, we got the curly hair. I'm not quite sure if this is a dress or a two-piece. It looks to be a dress, but she does have like a vest over it. Like, it looks like this is all connected, but it'd be nice if the jacket is separate, because I think the dress will be pretty cute. We have some garters, the steering wheel, and at the bottom we got some... Oh, they're heels? I thought they were boots, but they look like this flaring out part looks to be a sock instead of a boot. That's interesting. I see rings. I think I also saw earring, and of course necklace as well with the big chain. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I like the star or the sun design of it. You can see it here. It's also here on the steering wheel. I think I would prefer it if it was just like rounded all over, but the anchor here on the middle with the little swirl going around, I think that is pretty cool though. But like the little steering wheel inside of the steering wheel in the middle, I think has like the shape I would prefer, but maybe it's too many details for me or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I like it. Here we have the hat, which looks really high res. I think I like the coins a lot. I like those details, but the pointy edges I think is for me, yeah. Why does it look so real? That's crazy work. That looks real. Here we have another cinematic shot, and then here we have a green one. So we also have a glove, which I find like a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, the thumb and then the pointy finger being in the glove and then the other one isn't. They've done it a few times now. I think the last one, it had the gloves on the middle and the ring finger and nothing else. And then this is like the opposite again. Like it feels like a bit much of the sake of it being a different kind of glove. Like, I don't like it, but the earrings you can see a little bit better. Also has that star or the sun design. The anchor around her neck is I think the same as the handheld. And the jacket dress, again, I don't know if it's separate or connected. It has embellishments also on her shoulder, which I think is pretty cool. And I think I really like the coins coming off the hat too. Here we have a few more close-ups. You would almost say that this kind of is like cowboy-like, with this on the side, right? And the brown and the belt. I think I do like the hair and I do like the hat. And here you can see the back. I just, from like this angle, yeah, it doesn't even look like a pirate hat or like a pirate dress because of the skirt in the back. It does have coins all the way around, I think is okay, but I'm not feeling it. Maybe I'll change my mind. The sleeves are really long. It looks like they're all the way from up here all the way down to the floor, and we do have a bunch of layers with nice fabrics. And at the bottom you can see the design is kind of royally, and it has incorporation of the steering wheel there as well, which I think is a nice touch. But other than that, oh yeah, there's anchors here too. Wait, do you see that here? There's like an anchor inside of the design, so that's cool. And I think like 4 or 5 rings, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think? So they didn't really post too many pictures, I feel like. Normally they do a little bit more. I feel like the cinematic shot doesn't really add anything to the design, but 50-50. Now let's have a trailer reveal for the other set. Okay, before we look at the trailer, I'm just reading a little bit more about like the meaning. She is a prisoner witch that is stuck there, and elements of the design are based on her being like a trapped witch, basically internally stuck on this ship with the pirate. And it says here that they replaced the headdress design of the prisoner witch with a long transparent veil and with a strong sense of wrapping, which is around the witch to kind of make it difficult for her to get out. Okay, interesting. And also that they chose for an umbrella-shaped skirt, which is commonly seen in witch costumes. Gothic-style lace fishtail long skirt. They don't have any of this description in the pirate set, strangely enough. But they explain how they chose for the satin waist with the corset with the metal to kind of strengthen the storytelling of unfree prison feelings. And matching partners, we also split the corset and the coat separately. Wait, the corset and the coat separately. Let me go back on the pirate one a little bit. Sorry, going back and forth here all the time. I found a little bit more text about it. So they went for the inspiration for the pirate set for European medieval costumes with the waist belt and everything, and it was in the theme of Age of Navigation, so exploring the world at this area. Wait, this is crazy. In the theme, to get the right idea, in order to present the posture of the special identity of the Middle Age to the extent a group of 7 students in our production team visited 4 countries in September of 23, so that's like 2 years ago. Britain, Nederland, Spain, Portugal, to explore a trace of the 8th navigation. Oh, so I think that's why right now we have that 5-star. So maybe we can be expecting a little bit more of these like a golden age kind of exploration type of inspired eras. That is so interesting. So here they're saying that they got this inspiration from certain museums. Wow, I love that I love that. What? And it's this Victorian steampunk vibe. Here they're saying that they went to a small shop in an Amsterdam antique clock and watch shop because they found a holy object that changed the entire design. A prototype of the Tricon made by the exiled French craftsman in 1782 of the leadership of a giant ship. Whoa. Alright, from the 7th to 8th century, the France and other European countries, the Tricon was a classic and very popular historical exalting accessory. So this is where they took the inspo from. I do recognize one of these bad boys. Then here they give a special thank you to non-staff student, Ostrich and Seagull, for bringing the 3D hair inspiration. So for the feather on top, they combined the theme of Captain and chose the ostrich feathers, which is very fashionable for the 18th century in Europe. Okay. So they basically took feathers from different areas, like here from South Africa as well. Gold, diamond, and wool. And also including the ones for a seagull. Okay. Every feather is the joint effort of the ostrich, seagull, and the bold production staff. I love that. And there's also a torn fishing net at the hem. And that is a sign of her like surviving on the ocean. Equipment means that the person has left teeth marks on the seal on his body, which is a symbol of bravery and fearlessness. Now those teeth marks are climbing on the side of the legs on the new 5-star to the metal buckle on the steamboat waist seal. Wait, what? Is that what this is on her top leg? Is that what they mean? It's a fishing net. Is that the bottom of the skirt? Is that what this is? I can't really tell what they mean by that. Maybe it's like the little rim on the side of the outfit. So they have been working on this set, is what I'm getting the impression of, since September 23, and carefully planned voyages long in between the age of navigation has not been seen until today. Wow. So yeah, I think we're gonna get a lot of these more outfits if they are finally launching their big project and telling us about it, because I don't think they did that for the last 5-star. Maybe I misread that, but I'm gonna have a close look from now on what they say about it, right? So this is very steampunky, and they actually send out their people to go to Europe, because this is a Chinese company, yeah, all the way here to check all of it out. I think that's cool. I like that. As much as I don't think I love the set, but that is a great move on their part. Alright, now let's go back to our second 5-star outfit, where we were reading about it being a witch being trapped, but they didn't go for the full witch aesthetic, and they also took the inspiration. They replaced the big witch type hat with a headscarf to be more of a prisoner longing to get free but being trapped in her trying to escape. They decide for a gothic style fishtail long skirt, and it helps to pleat the rhythm of the outer contours to avoid the appearance of a straight line. On the accessories, they kind of also elaborated on it, saying that maybe the witch would have extra items like canes or brooms or candles. But as a judge waiting for the end of a day, the bandages tie up the witch hands and also tie up her freedom. So they designed a cold metal birdcage accessory for her costume. So for her outfit to be more of a prisoner type outfit. The lonely nightingale is in the cage reflecting the silver light, planting a hope of life in the corner of despair. Wow. I absolutely love how deep they go into this. I appreciate that so much. In a world of rushing things. So the bird cage is her trying to, like, yearning for freedom, but she is a witch. And that's why she has the animation of breaking free. It's so random if you don't know the story, though, I must say. I like that dress a lot. The top parts. Yeah, okay, you got me there. I don't know. I like the dark color a lot. And the veil's also pretty good. Kind of see-through at the bottom. And the corset top is gorgeous. But I'm personally, coming to dress up, I don't really love when it has a veil. Because I feel like it will clip a lot. Okay, okay. Interesting. Now let's have a close-up of the dress. I think they both have really good pieces. Maybe I'll do some pulls. I don't know if I want to commit to pulling a full set right now, but the dress is mermaid style. I think they went for kind of this extra shape on here because they said they didn't want to have a straight line because that's not the part of the freedom storytelling. The veil is really big and goes all the way around. Again, I'm not quite sure how that's gonna look because we've had a couple of really big hairs and I feel like the clipping is going to be like too much to make it look nice, or like it's gonna look pretty stiff, so that's what I'm worried about. Flowers here. She got a really cool face tattoo, which I'm hoping will be one of the separate pieces. A simple choker, no necklace, and then the dress is gorgeous. The corset top, maybe we have a better picture, but you can see the details on her like shoulders almost, and then the see-through sheerness on her arms. I love that. And then the roses here, and then again the nice touches with the decorations here. You see a little heart. They have little locks on there, so her being chained up again in design. Very subtle, but it's gorgeous and it looks nice on the dress. I love the gradient and the see-through fabrics. It looks so good. I'm a big fan. That looks that looks really nice. But a dress-up style, if we ignore the whole plot line, the dress I would use, but the veil or the wraps, like I'm not really gonna make a character that's wrapped up. Like it's weird, but it looks really good, this whole set. I think I like this one better than the pirate. This is another more of a cinematic one. You can see the sparkles on her arm a lot better here, and her hair is like in the multiple braids in the back. Oh wow, like a butterfly watery effect, I guess because she's on the boat, right? And the flowers, I'm hoping that is separate too. Not too many accessories. I can't really tell with these pictures if we have earrings. Yeah, we do. Okay, we do have earrings, a little bit simple, but interestingly enough, you can see this face piece is a different color in this picture, and here it's purple. So you can't dye tattoos or like face pieces. So is this part of one of the other things? Is that why this has different colors? Because it looks really close to the skin. So maybe it's part of the flowers, maybe it's part of the veil. But that's a really nice item. I want to see that one that releases a lot better. I think I would like that a lot. So we have the hair, and then back also has branches with the flowers. Love the sleeves on this. Absolutely love it. Embellishments on the dress. And then here you can also see the hook caging a little bit better in the back. And then the top of the cage kind of looks like a royal crown. Probably inspired by one of the museums that I went to. And here you can see the face piece is silver. I think that's so cool. And it's on both sides. Wait, is it also on this one on both sides? Or is it just the angle? I think it's just the angle. Kind of has almost horn-like ears with the branches here. That's pretty. Choker here also still really simple. The corset top is so nice. It has so many details going down here. It's so nice and flattering. And then after her hips, it kind of like flares out an extra fabric and then goes straight mermaid style down, draping out, but not being too big because it's not a 6-star. So honestly, I prefer this size. I feel like some of the 6-stars have been a little bit overkill, but this type, the bottom of the skirt like this, that's absolutely perfect. Different layers, different fabrics, a little bit of decoration, but not too many. Maybe a little bit more sparkle, but I can't complain about that. Absolutely not. Here we have another one with her being tied up. I don't know if it's going to be an item. I think so, for what it looks like right now, because I don't see any rings. Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay, I see a ring. Okay. There's a ring, a necklace, an earring. Might be 2 pieces for the hair and face piece or whatever. Oh, we of course have face decoration as a category. I kept forgetting. That's probably going to be that one. I think this might be like a handheld item, if I had to guess, because there was also an animation with it, so maybe. For shoes, I didn't even think about that. I cannot tell at all. If she's wearing shoes or socks, I'm probably not going to think there's going to be socks, but shoes for sure, but no clue what they look like. No pictures included for that. Of course, we also have a 4-star, which is this time around really cute. Okay, it's got that Lolita puffy dramatic flare out. I really like the fabric on this, and I also like the triple layers. She has, I think, socks. You can see a little bow here, and you can see a little stitching here. So I think they're going to be sheer socks with bows on the top. And I don't want to talk about the shoes. We already have a lot like this, so that's whatever. But I think the socks and the dress is really cute. Top is very Victorian style. I think they're going to be going with this for a minute. 1 earring, maybe 2, I don't know. And then a hoop, almost a bow-like hair accessory. Not too many items. Also, I see, is that a ring? What is it with rings this time? Maybe it's included with the gloves, I don't know. But some black gloves, and then this one, it has little pearls on there, and then I don't know if they're also on this side, so yeah, not too many items, but I think that dress will be really cute, also in different colors. It's a nice fabric. It would be nicer if these were 2-piece, but it's only 4 stars, so I think it's probably going to be one dress. Then our man, Larry, he is back with another shirtless picture. Okay.
陛下这就要赶我走吗？明明昨夜还…
Whatever you say, honey. Whatever you say. Alright, I'm down. I'm down. And then this is the evolution, so I guess it's pillow fight with absolutely shredded. What does he say on this one?
女王陛下，在下知错了，不敢忤逆您的旨意。
Oh, that one's a little more playful. Alright. Yeah, so that's our new SR Larry. Nothing else to it, I think, to that one. It's cute. I like the, I think this is the first one. I think the first one's cuter. More like, ooh, what is he gonna do kind of thing, you know, but cute. And lastly, of course, we also have our 3D com items. There is no backgrounds because it isn't a 6-star, so we only have a couple of items. Starting off with this. Is that Kitsune? Sorry, I don't know too much about the naming of this. I think it is, right? A Japanese fox as a headpiece. I think, I don't know if it has a meaning if you wear it on each on the other side, but it's pretty cute. It's a mask. I don't know if you can change the headwear position because we have so many options these days now with resizing and stuff, so maybe you can kind of position it differently if you want to be a little bit more creative with that. It has flowers on one side, a little bit of colors and nothing too crazy, but I mean, the item is pretty cute, I think. Then our second one, could it be the hair? Yes, I confirmed it. It is the hair. Okay, I didn't get this wrong this time. It's kind of like a double bun on both sides. It's pretty cute. I like the frills in the front. It has a nice touch here with the little extra pieces here. The bits and the bobs. Nothing too crazy, but it's a 5-star hair. I think it's a solid one. I think this is my favorite item out of the all. I wish I showed a better picture of the back though, because it's kind of hard to tell what it really looks like. But I think it's 2 buns and then maybe there's braids in the back. Kind of has that vibe. And then lastly, we have this 4-star dress. I think this one is really cute. Has flowers off the shoulder. We got a little gradient in the skirt. I think you can change probably most of the flower colors as it seems. Yeah, it has kind of an off the shoulder moment. And there's dual colors on the chest as well, but no extra glitters or sparkles or anything crazy. Oh, and it has 2 ribbons coming out of the bottom here. I don't know where these tights are from. These are all cute, but you can see it in a little preview picture here. The text is almost covering it, but the ribbons do come also out. So I don't think that's part of the sock. So might be part of the dress as well. So that's pretty cute. But I think the hair is the cutest one probably out of all of these. That was my review of the upcoming 5-star. I'm still a little bit undecided if I'm honest. I'd love to hear your opinion. Are you gonna pull? Are you gonna skip? What do you think of all of these items? I really like the storytelling. I do think still that they fumbled on the current 5-star Golden Age set. They didn't make it lore accurate, but in the same time they kind of failed in the styling way, because I still think it's important how big and good the storytelling is. I think the items still have to be useful in game. Even though it's almost like a piece of art, I think you have to still want to pull for it if you're going to use it regularly in your wardrobe. And that's the one I'm kind of worried about. But I really like that witch 5-star dress. I feel like I would use that, and dyeing in the specific colors with the right accessory, you can kind of switch up the whole vibe. Because the corset for that, I think, was the strongest of everything that we've seen out of today's video. So I need to see some more videos and pictures once that releases. But yeah, look forward to at least my free pulls when that comes around. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!